Greetings! Hi guys! Welcome back to Emerald Mystery Radio. I have another video for my You Are Not Alone series thingy. Today I want to talk to you about work and my trainer from hell. I know it's a crazy saying. You know, sometimes we have work experiences that are wonderful, amazing, they're great. And then, of course, sometimes we have work experiences that are just so bad. They're so bad. Since this has happened to me and I'm able to look back on it, I choose to laugh at it, and I hope you will too. So I currently work for a dispatching company. I don't want to say which one I work for just yet. Sometimes it could be difficult. So I was brought on to this new section in the company that I work for. Basically where you're the monitor of certain things. So I got trained first by a wonderful lady. I don't want to say her name, I'll just use an initial, M. I got trained by M, and she was wonderful. She took her time, she was patient, she was nice, everything, because I learned a little bit different. She was caring enough to cope with my type of learning skill, and all in all, it was great. The training went well. It lasted for about 3 days. And after my training, of course, it's my time to shine. Basically, the goal is you have a ticket. The agent is dispatching the ticket, and it's not supposed to go over a certain time limit. If the ticket goes over that certain time limit, you must message the agent and basically do a check-in. Check up on what's happening, why it's taking so long, etc., etc. So, my first day on the floor by myself, and I'm doing that. I'm in my mode. I'm like, hey, I'm doing this, right? And then on one of my tickets, I see someone else doing what I'm supposed to be doing. And now it's not one person messaging an agent, it's two, which that's not supposed to happen. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna ignore that and just keep moving. I'm pretty sure somebody will get in contact with that person and let them know that I am on the schedule to do this for today. So after a couple minutes, I get a message from a person, we'll call her A, okay? A messages me like, hey, what do you think you're doing? Why are you commenting on my ticket? I'm like, excuse you? First of all, it's not your ticket. There is an agent that's dispatching this. We're just monitors for these tickets, so it's not yours. Second of all, I'm on the schedule to do this today. I don't know what you're talking about. Then she goes into attempting to insult me, but I'm the bigger person. I'm like, you know what? I'm not even going to give that any energy. I'm going to move on and continue doing what I was trained to do. And I guess this person got upset that I wasn't playing into the little game, and they messaged my team lead saying, hey, this person isn't answering me, and I don't know what she thinks she's doing, and all this other BS. Now, I guess in her head, she was at a higher level than what she really was, and she was on the same level as my team leads, and that I have to report to her and all this other stuff, which is definitely not true. We're on the same level. I know you may have worked for the company longer than I have, but currently we are on the same level. And if I choose to ignore you, I choose to ignore you. But my team lead got back to me like, hey, I know this is your time to run the show, but maybe this A person has some tips for you that maybe you didn't learn in training. Just hear her out, please. She's causing a ruckus. I don't know what the hell's going on. I'm like, fine. Okay, cool. So she launches this meeting. I join the meeting, and right off the bat, hostility, anger, just attitude, all this stuff rushing at me now this is my first day and I'm excited, and I get shot down with this person with this horrible attitude. I'm like, what the heck is going on? She comes on, she's like, hey, I don't know what you think you're doing, but you're doing it wrong. You're doing this, you're doing that, which is not what you're supposed to be doing. And I'm like, hey, excuse you, my team leads put me in training for 3 days on this. I think I know what I'm doing. Who trained you? Give me the name so I can report them because they trained you completely wrong. Now, logically, My team leaders paired me with an awesome person, who's called M. We'll call her M. Took the time, to pick out the person and train me, and that does training on this. And she's trained multiple people. And I'm sitting in confusion as to, you're telling me I was trained wrong. You've been here for a while. You know what you're doing. Why haven't they picked you to train me? I constantly asked her that question because I was so confused. This is what A responds. Half the time, team leads don't know what they're doing and all this BS. And I'm just like, you know what? Okay, then we start to share our screens where we can see what the other person is doing. And I begin to do my work. And every other second, A is on my back. Hey, you forgot to put this on the ticket. Hey, you have all these tickets piling up over here. Hey, you have this, that, and the third. Now, mind you, in training, I had a day where I did tickets alone, where I did the monitoring portion alone. My trainer was like, you know what, you're getting pretty good at this. You're good. You're so good to the point where I'm going to tell your team lead that you're good to go off on your own. You're good to go off on your own 2 feet with this. And so in this mock training with this A character, she tells me, basically, your 3 days of training were trash. You took 3 days to learn nothing. And I'm just like, this woman has to be tripping. She is on such a high pedestal with herself that it's just, everything that's coming out of her mouth is not making any sense. This company goes off military time. And since I was still getting used, because I'm not used to military time, I learned differently, and it took me a little bit longer to get used to doing things on military time. I asked her, hey, do you have any tips for me to get used to, looking at military time? Any, I don't know, pointers on, I don't know, just trying to make small talk to lighten the tension, basically. This is what A responds. Oh, I was in the military. I don't know what to tell you. My family's from the military. You're going to have to figure that out on your own. And I'm like, what the heck? Why am I here? At this point, I am bashing my head against the wall. Like, why the F am I even here? And I go to message my team leads. I'm like, I don't know what's wrong with this woman. I have no idea. And he's like, you know what? I think I know what it is. But I'll message her and see what's going on. So I guess that happens. On my lunch break, I do cry because this person is so negative. She's so forceful. She's so just difficult to deal with. And mind you, I'm trying to remain professional. Okay? I'm trying to remain in a good zone, give her the benefit of the doubt. I even apologize, okay? I apologize for something I don't even know what I did. I apologize for. I say, if I came off a little snappy, I apologize. And she goes, what? I said, if I came off a little snappy, I apologize. Oh, whatever. Okay. Like just, and it was kind of funny. It was kind of funny because at that point I knew it wasn't me. It was her. And then she goes on and on about how you wasted all these 3 days, and I'm sad for you because you wasted all the time. Company time was wasted. All this other BS. And I'm just like, hey, why don't you share your screen with me to show me what I'm supposed to be doing? Oh, you've been doing it wrong this whole time. Literally, A is like, you have been doing everything wrong and you expect me to share my screen with you? So what am I here for? So you know what I do? I say, that's it. And I leave. I leave the meeting. I stop responding to her. And I told my team leader, you know what? This is something I can't do. You're going to have to figure it out. You're going to have to get your SHIT together, buddy, because I'm not the one. And the next day comes and he's like, you know what? I really want to apologize. I had no idea it was going to be like that. We don't have her as a trainer. I just thought that she was going to give you tips and that was going to be that. But I am proud that you did last that long in a meeting with her. I was like, yeah, man, I was bawling because I was trying so hard to fight against her negativity, basically. I was trying so hard. And he says, you know what? Don't take it to heart. The only reason why she's doing this is because she's being taken off of the role that you're going on. And I was like, oh, wow, okay, I can understand that. That makes sense to me. Being taken off of something after you've been with the company for so long makes a lot of sense to me, to be upset and aggressive, but it was definitely placed in the wrong direction, in the wrong way. So basically they hooked me up with another trainer, we'll call him C, and he's like, it basically reassures me the first trainer you had was on point. They told you everything right. Follow exactly what the first trainer taught you and ignore everything that A taught you. And basically, A was trying to set you up, sabotage you to keep her position, because if they don't have anybody to fill it, they have to keep her on. I'm going to watch you. We're going to share our screens. I'm going to let you know if I see anything. But other than that, you're good. So we did just that. I trained with C for, the day. And he told my trainer, you know what, she's good. She's good to go off on her own once again. And I do just that. I go off on my own. I do great my first day. And C, in our training, he's like, you know what? I don't see how you did it. Word got around. You stuck in that meeting for as long as you did with that woman. I don't know how you did it. But literally everyone in this office has an issue with A. Her attitude, she's always in everybody else's business. She's always doing this, that, and the third. And it's just, she's too much. And she's so aggressive with people. And I want to apologize that you got, it got to the point where you were emotional. It should have never been like that. And I was like, yeah. And we just vibed the rest of the training, just talking. And then a couple of days after that, you would never guess what happened. Da-da-da-da. A got terminated. She got let go. She got terminated. And me and C, I was like, bro, oh my God. And my team leaders were like, we couldn't do it anymore. We couldn't handle it anymore. The company couldn't take her anymore. That was the last straw. You don't insult. You're not supposed to do that. That's not what you're supposed to do. Long story short, you guys, if you have had an experience with a horrible trainer, horrible manager, horrible co-worker, whatever, you can get through it and it'll benefit you. In the end, what you're going through, you may have to suck it up and stick it out, but it's definitely going to benefit you in the long run. I know it may seem hard to take it in as a learning lesson at first, but when you do that, not only are you able to see the positive from the situation, but you're able to self-evaluate and see where you need to go, where you need to grow from as well. So, yeah, it's just another part of my You Are Not Alone series that I'm going to create. But yeah, until next time, stay natural.